What's going on, everybody? Welcome to Tuesday's episode. Now today, I'm going to talk NBA, something I normally don't talk about. Start talking about NBA a little bit more, and today we're going to talk about why it's going to be Cavs versus Warriors Part 4 this year. Now, a lot of people are starting to doubt the Cavs, and they're not going to doubt the Warriors at any time because the Warriors are hot right now. They're looking unbeatable, and they're looking like they could sweep their way to the finals, if not sweep the finals entirely. But the Cavs, on the other hand, they at one point lost 6 of their last 7, 6 of their last 8. And then they got back on track after beating the Pistons by 14. Now they got the Pistons again. Probably going to beat them by double digits again. Hopefully get back on track. The only thing lacking for the Cavs right now is team chemistry. Isaiah Thomas, Kevin Love, they are not getting along after Isaiah Thomas called him out. Now, Kevin Love leaving the arena and leaving the locker room and going home because he was sick. I don't have an issue with it because I don't get why you would want to stay there and get everybody else potentially sick. But for him to leave without telling anybody, I don't know. I mean, my opinion on it is it's okay. If he was really sick, he was really sick, and I would appreciate that if I was a teammate of the Cavs. But their team chemistry is now off because of it. So I'm going to tell you why the Cavs are going to make it, and then which will take a little bit of time, and then I'll tell you why the Warriors are going to make it, and that's not going to take any time at all. So, Cavs, if the season ended today, the playoff bracket, it would look Boston 1, Toronto 2, Cleveland 3, Heat 4, Milwaukee 5, Washington 6, Indiana 7, and 76ers 8. So, Cleveland's route. First game, they would have the Washington Wizards. John Wall, Bradley Beal. Can they beat the Cavs? Yes. In a series? No. They can beat them in one game. They may be able to beat them in 2. I mean, could this be a series? Yes. Will it? No. Cavs should win this one in 4 games. Maybe 5 if they have an off night. Or if Bradley Beal and Bradley Beal and John Wall. If Bradley Beal and John Wall go off for 62 again, like they did last night or 2 nights ago, maybe they'll beat them 1 game. Not going longer than 5, though. Cleveland wins that one, move on. They'll play the 2 seed Toronto. This will be a better series, but I'll be surprised if it goes 6 games as well. The Cavs are just they're a dominant force when they work together. When it's playoff times, they buckle down and they're ready to go. So they're going to beat Toronto in 5 games, maybe 4. I don't know, 4 is a stretch with how they've been playing, but 5 games, good. I'll be surprised if it goes 6. Cleveland versus Boston. Now, this is what everybody's been waiting for all year. Cleveland, Boston. It's all we're hearing about, how Boston's going to beat the Cavs or how the Cavs are still going to beat Boston. Here to tell you that this one is going to be a good series, but I'm also here to tell you that this series will not go 7. This series may go 6. The series may go 5. My guess is 6 games. But I just don't see the Celtics having what it takes to beat the Cavs in a 7-game series. More importantly, beating LeBron in a 7-game series, because it's tough to beat LeBron 4 times in a week and a half. Now, I mean, teams have done it, but because they've lost 6 of their past 8, but that's different teams. Now, if you get one team, give LeBron a night, and he's just going to dissect your team, and your team's going to be done. Unless you're the Warriors, because they have too much firepower, they have too much surprise that they can throw at you. Celtics, they are not a contender in the to go in the finals with Cleveland still having LeBron. I mean, they are a contender in the East, but they're not a contender to go to the finals because they'll take first place in the East this year unless something happens. They lose Kyrie, they lose Tatum, they lose Horford. If one of those things happen, they may not take first place in the East, but they'll win first in the East, and then they'll make the conference finals, and they'll lose to the Cavs, like always. And it's going to be like that until LeBron leaves, which, speaking of LeBron, I just want to touch on that. There's been thoughts that he could go to Houston, he can go to San Antonio, he could go to the Lakers. And my question is why? Why leave the East? Why leave the sure path to the NBA Finals every year to cement your legacy of going to the NBA Finals? Because if he plays 5, 6 more years, he could go for 14, 15 straight years. I'll never understand guys leaving the East at their own will to go to the West, because in the West you have Golden State, you have Houston, you have OKC, You have San Antonio. You have the Timberwolves. I mean, you have so many dominant forces at the West. I just don't understand why anybody would want to go West and play basketball. I understand he's got a house in Los Angeles. I understand his kids go to Los Angeles. Now, I would understand if he goes there for family reasons. But at that point, he's probably just playing to have fun. He can't be contending for a championship with Lonzo Ball. I don't know. I don't see why he would go there, but it is a sure possibility that he could go there. But, so recap, Cleveland-Washington, not going to be a series. Cleveland-Toronto, could be a little bit of a better series, not going to go 6 games. Cleveland-Boston, going to be a good series, not going 7 games. Cleveland wins that one in 6 or less. Let me just touch on Golden State and why they'll play Cleveland. 1 seed Golden State, 2 seed Houston, 3 seed San Antonio, 4 seed Minnesota, 5 seed OKC, 6 seed Pelicans, 7 seed Portland, and 8 seed Denver. Now for my notes on the series for Golden State, I have a note card. Only one side of this note card is used because I have such little notes on why they're going to the finals. First series, Denver, over in 4. Second series, OKC, over in 4. Third series, Houston. I'm leaning towards 5, and I'm going to say over in 5. Possibility of over in 4. Cleveland Cavaliers, Golden State Warriors, NBA Finals, Part 4. Who takes that? We'll talk about it when it gets there. But the Warriors are looking unbeatable. The Cavs are looking very, very, they're looking very vulnerable right now. But I think they'll get it together. They'll make the NBA Finals like always. Cavs Warriors, Part 4. I'll give you my pick when it gets to NBA playoff time. But that's just today's video, a quick little video about why it's Cavs and Warriors and why everybody should not be surprised when it happens. If you have thoughts for Thursday's episode, as always, tweet me, Luke Talk Sports on Twitter, comment, email me, lukesportstownsend@gmail.com. You can email me there. Get in contact with me any way you know how if you want to tell me a topic you want to hear. But other than that, Twitter page @Luke Talk Sports. We'll see you Thursday.